Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Nagede Imo Television. I am Maurire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. 2023 presidency, Nigeria needs leaders with touch of madness. Obasanjo. Still in 2023, the presidency is not for Tinubu's style. Olushola Adeyeye. EFCC arraigns fake aid of ex-First Lady Patience Jonathan. We arrested civilian over sale of military accessories, says Army. Crisis in Oshobo as truck crushes motorcyclists to death. Zamfara government replaces emirs dismissed over banditry. Even hungry dogs will reject our meals, prisons inmate laments. 2 killed as violence erupts in Lagos, Ogun communities, and to foreign. Russia to cut natural gas supply to Finland from Saturday morning and finding its spot. Wafu on the 2020, Benin Boss, Comland ready for Flying Eagles test. The news in detail. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has identified the kind of leader Nigeria needs. Obasanjo said Nigeria needs a leader driven by passion and a touch of madness to move forward. He made the remark while hosting a People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential aspirant, Muhammadu Ayatuddin, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. The former president said Nigeria would overcome its security challenges within 2 years if the leader was ready to make tough decisions. According to Obasanjo, I will say 4 things, of which I was reminded this morning. One is knowledge. And when you said that you are involved in these with the passion, and I was telling some people this morning that passion means madness, that you are mad about Nigeria. I am, and I have no apologies for that because I have no other country I can call my own, and I have no other country I can go to and say, yes, I have come to live. Passion means being mad about Nigeria, having a touch of madness, and then look at Ayatuddin. You are mad about Nigeria too. Still on the presidency, Professor Olushola Adeyeye of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the former 2-term senator representing Osun Central assesses Bola Tinubu's presidential ambition. I am making bold to say anyone still looking at Tinubu as a candidate to beat isn't ready the tea leaves properly. Tinubu is already unraveling publicly, and even a lot of those who ordinarily would have loved to support him are right now having a rethink. The more of him they see. He has proved to be gap-prone and certainly unhealthy. The southern electorate is very sophisticated and none more so than the section of the electorate in the southwest. There is a reason he's been christened Baba Alagbado, and it is not for political sagacity. Time catches up with everybody, and it's catch up with Tinubu. It takes those who truly love him, not sycophants, to tell him that it's time to go stretch out on some lush lawns and play with his grandchildren. The presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not for his time. The Maiduguri Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Thursday arraigned 2 fake aides of former First Lady Patience Jonathan, Goni Muhammad, and Seidu Serki Aman before Justice Kumalia of the Borno State High Court sitting in Maiduguri. They were arraigned on 2 count charges bordering on conspiracy and obtaining by false pretense to the tune of 26.4 million naira, with the defendant allegedly conspired and obtained under the guise of selling 2 grams of gold belonging to a former First Lady, Patience Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, to a buyer. Count 2 of the charge reads that Goni Mohammed and Seidu Serki Aman, sometimes in January 2020 at Maiduguri, Borno State, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, with intent to defraud, did obtain 2 grams of gold at the rate of 26.4 million naira, allegedly belonging to the wife of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, under the false pretense, which you knew to be false and thereby committed an offense, contrary to Section 1(1) of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offences Act 2006 and punishable under Section 1(3) of the same Act. The defendant, however, pleaded not guilty when the 2 counts were read to them. Justice Kumalia thereafter adjourned the matter to May 25th and 26th, 2022 for hearing and ordered for the remand of the defendant in the correctional center. Still on, the 81 Division of the Nigeria Army has said it arrested one Jude Eze for alleged sale of military equipment or to criminal elements within Lagos and Ogun State. The division made the clarification while reacting to allegations by the Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, RULAC. The army said it arrested and detained the civilian for allegedly selling indigenous people of Biafra IPOP boots. A statement on Thursday by a spokesman for the 81 Division, Major Olani Oshoba, said Eze was arrested after confessions by various impersonators on where they got their uniforms led to a raid on illegal vendors. He confirmed Eze was in army custody and would be handed over to the appropriate agency as soon as investigations were concluded. Oshoba said the headquarters of 81 Division Nigeria Army NA has been notified about a publication making the rounds on the social media that the Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, RULAC, petitioned the General Officer commanding 81 Division NA over the detention of a civilian named Jude Eze at Dodon Barracks, Lagos. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV. More to come. Another crisis rocking Osogbo. There was a pandemonium in Agunbelewo area of Osogbo, Osun State capital, on Thursday following the death of a motorcyclist, Nura Mohammed, while two of his passengers were also injured after a truck ran over them. It was gathered that the driver of the truck involved in the accident reportedly fled the scene before the arrival of police operatives. A roadside trader identified as Mokwelola, who was close to the scene of the accident, told correspondent that the motorcyclist carrying two passengers coming from Okini was heading towards Osogbo when it ran into a commercial minibus that obstructed traffic. She further explained that the motorcyclist and his passengers fell on the road after hitting the minibus, and the oncoming truck ran over them and injured three of them. It was gathered that motorcyclists started both mobilizing themselves and started protests around the area. They also vandalized the minibus during the protest. When contacted, Osun Police Command Public Relations Officer Yemisi Opalola confirmed the accident, adding that the motorcyclist died on his way to the hospital. From the southwest straight to north, the Zamfara state government has appointed 3 emirs to replace those dismissed over their alleged involvement in banditry in the state. The report that the Emir of Zulmi Abubakar Atiku and his counterpart, then Sadao Emirate Husseini Umar, were dismissed for alleged involvement in banditry. The newly appointed emirs are Al-Adi Mohammed Suleiman Bello for Zulmi Emirate, Aliyu Garba Mafara of Brini Yendoto Emirate, and Muhammad Aliyu of Bazai Emirate. In a statement, the Secretary to the State Government, Kabiru Balarami, said the appointment of the 3 emirs take immediate effect. Meanwhile, the embattled emirs of Zulmi and Densado, who were arrested and detained at government house Gusau for several months, were charged to court for alleged banditry. They were, however, granted bail by the court. We're going to another story. In October 2021, the Senate Committee on Interior approved the increase of the daily feeding allowance of the Nigeria Correctional Service NCOs from 450 naira per inmate to a minimum of 1,000 naira per day. NSC officials who were at the Senate to defend their 2022 budget had proposed 750 naira, but members of the committee would describe the amount as grossly inadequate, jacked it up to 1,000 naira, in line with the current economic reality. When the announcement of the increase was officially made by the controller of NCS, most of the inmates in prisons across the country were ecstatic, believing that their daily feeding portion would automatically increase. 7 months down the line, Encounters investigation revealed that the feeding portion of inmates has remained the same despite the purported increase by the government. Correspondents spoke to some inmates of Kirikiri and Ikoyi correctional facilities who confirmed the situation and stated that the meals remain as horrible as they have always been. 2 inmates who were recently released from the facilities told correspondents that nothing had changed with respect to the feeding of inmates before their release. At least 2 persons have been killed in a crisis that erupted in the Mowe Ofada area of Ogun State. It was also learned that there was violence in Iyanapaja area of Lagos State. Details of the incident at Iyanapaja are sketchy at the time of the filing this report. When contacted, the Lagos State Police Command Public Relations Officer Benjamin Udeyi promised to get back on the violence at Iyanapaja. However, the Ogo Police PPRO Abimbola Oyemi confirmed the violence in Mowe Ofada area of the state. The Punch gathered that the violence in Ogun State started late on Thursday and snowballed to Friday morning. He said the violence was caused by a clash between two group rivals. Moving on straight to the foreign news. On the afternoon of Friday, May 20, Gazprom Export informed Gazprom the natural gas supplies to Finland on the Gazprom supply contract will be caught on Saturday, May 21st, 2022 at 7 o'clock. Starting from tomorrow morning during the upcoming summer season, Gazprom will supply natural gas to its customers from other sources through the Baltic Connector pipeline. Gazprom's gas filling stations in the gas network area will continue in normal operation. It is highly regrettable that natural gas supplies under our supply contract will now be altered. However, we have been carefully preparing for this situation and provided that there will be no disruptions in the gas transmission network. We will be able to supply all our customers with gas in the coming months, says Gazprom CEO Mika Weljanen. The energy company Gazprom is a Nordic gas sector and energy market expert. Gazprom offers cleaner energy and energy market expert services for industry and for combined heat and power production, as well as cleaner fuel solutions for the road and maritime transport. And finally, sports story. Benin Republic under 20 head coach Matthias Comlen D. Guonen has said although he has total respect for Nigeria, he is adamant his side can beat the Flying Eagles in the WAFU B under 20 championship final. Both teams will clash later today at the State General Sani Conte, Niger Republic. The Beninese have high hopes for finishing the competition on a positive note after a stellar campaign. The Unscurrials were unbeaten in the group stage with 2 wins and a draw. Comlen's Chargers defeated neighbors Togo 1-0 in their opening game and were forced to a 0-0 draw by host the Niger Republic in the second round fixture. A 1-0 win against highly fancied Cote d'Ivoire in their final group game saw them finish top of Group C. Benin, however, needed extra time to beat Burkina Faso 2-1 in the semi-final. When you say Nigeria, everyone knows what Nigeria stands for. We know in advance that we have a strong opponent, but we are not afraid. We are going to play on our strength to finish this final well, De Jong told CAF Online. We had very little time to prepare for the tournament. The various matches we have played are preparation matches for us. The goal for us is to take the ticket. We never doubted. We know we get there. These matches are preparation matches for us. The number of games we have played is an advantage for us. The 2 countries will also compete at the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations in Egypt next year. That concludes the world news. But before we go, a quick recap of some major headlines. Nigeria needs leaders with touch of madness, Obasanjo declares. Presidency is not for Tinubu's type, Olushola Adeyeye. And to sum of news, 2 killed as violence erupts in Lagos Ogun communities and from foreign. Russia to cut natural gas supply to Finland from Saturday morning and finally spot WAFU under 2020 Benin Balls Comlen ready for Flying Eagles test. Thank you for watching. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Babagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo_22. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, the phone number streaming on your screen is the direct line to call strictly for advert placement. Thank you for watching. I am Rabila Lawal. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV.